or if you don't mind.
Such an ominous group.
Yeah, it is. It's good to see some fresh faces here, I'll tell you that much. But
It's good to have you here.
But it was a really good day, and it's been a good trip, and truly appreciate all that the Packer organization has done to make this happen. You know, I know our kids are excited about it, and I thought we got a lot of really good work done this morning, and certainly looking forward to spend a little bit more time here and for our kids to be able to see it. But it was a good day, and I like the way the kids came back from spring break. You know, we've got 6 practices under our belt, and obviously you can see we got a long ways to go, but appreciate and like the work that they're doing, and if we can build, you know, if we can correct, if we can build on the things that we're starting to do well and correct so many different areas, then it'll be a good spring. But it's a good day, a good trip, and like I said, start off with appreciate what everyone's done to make this happen, and the Packer organization and our operations people, everything.
Do you like what you saw from the first scrimmage?
Yeah, it was a good day. I did. I thought guys competed, and see a lot of things that we got to clean up, and pointed that out, and we got to build and grow.
Well, just from the start of spring practice to the end, how do you evaluate what you see from your quarterbacks, where their growth is individually and as a group? What do you look for?
I think there's you try to break it down in all the different areas that's important to quarterback, and you know, if it's the run game, you know, they're getting us in and or out of the right play, kind of mental component. And, you know, how they're doing, you know, the attention to the details. And the throwing game, it's really probably the same deals. And I think, do you move the team? You know, and are you making good decisions? And you know, I think with both Alex and Bart, there's so far to go that they got to go, that just focus on improvement. And they're getting a ton of reps, and that's really good. And what do you do with those reps? You learn from the mistake. You learn from what you did well, you know. And then you know, a lot of quarterbacks could be the same play, same coverage, but defense plays a difference. Are you kind of confident in who you are enough to be able to work through it? And you know, just because it should be isn't. You know, so it's just probably a lot of words for you. So you got to play, you know, and they got to grow in their playing. At the end, you're looking for consistency.
Do you like pushing them to see what mistakes they make and, you know, to know what they can and can't do?
I think with all of our players, we need to push them to know what they can and can't do within the schematics. And I think that spring's a good time for some of the players that we know a lot of. You know, how do you grow? It's getting out of your comfort zone. And so I think it's our job to make every player grow. You know, I said this to the team first day, and it's really true throughout. You know, the better that you become, the better that we are as a team. And so there's an individual focus, and then there's, you know, unit focus. You know, how can we get better as a linebacker group today? And then there's, you know, defense, offense, special teams, unit growth, and that all leads to team growth. So I think you just that's the fun part about spring. It's a ton of opportunities.
Obviously, there's a lot of work you get on the field, but how important was this trip more than just on the field with the practice sightseeing here in Green Bay at Lambeau Field?
I think it's really important, and I appreciate, you know, Coach Alvarez, you know, letting us do this. And you know, last night was good just to get everyone together. You know, we were able to have a good team meeting, cover some things that you normally wouldn't, maybe in the routine of spring ball. And I think just guys coming together a little bit, I think that's real valuable. And I think that, you know, we that grew up in Wisconsin maybe get spoiled with you know, the Packers and Lambeau Field. And you know, that was what was fun about this, the excitement that players, coaches, you know, everyone in the football team is excited to see, and it's something pretty special. So I'm looking forward to the guys. You know, they put their work in, and I'm looking forward to them having a good time and seeing something that's pretty unique.
At any point today, did you walk around thinking about the greats that have been on this field, not only players, but coaches in this general city?
You know, driving in, you know, we came away that I hadn't seen before, and saw some of that. And it's cool when you drive up and you see the stadium. And I've only seen personally 3 games here, but you know, you're able. We knew what we were going, the way the day planned out, so we'll kind of look at that after we leave here and kind of take it in. But you certainly, I think anytime, you know, when I'm recruiting, You know, you drive into Green Bay, you think of all those things. The great, you know, it's kind of fun walking in and seeing the banners and the great teams, which are made up of great players, great coaches, and so it's really cool for a football fan.
To what degree does this heighten your anticipation for September?
It heightens enough to know that we got to get a lot better. You know, but it is. You know, Vince talked to the team last night. You know, last night was 155 days till we play, and you know what we do with those days, you know, is big for this group, any team. But all we need to worry about and focus on is this team. So I think you had it and you knew it when you were coming to spring ball. But I think this certainly helps put a statement behind it and emphasis to it, certainly.
I think it's to be determined what you do with your fullbacks this year. I know Ramish is out now, but Leon Jacobs, does he carry a little bit of a load when he gets the ball in his hands?
Yeah, and what I've appreciated from Leon is, you know, that's not easy. You know, we talked about last year about a switch, and I've appreciated him not just jumping in, but jumping in all in. And you know, the amount of time he's spent with Coach Sat and trying to learn it, and there's so many things that you can understand a playbook, but there's so many reactionary things playing the game. And so I've appreciated what he's done, and I think that he can add value to this team, certainly. And that's, you know, there's a guy I think that can take bigger strides than most older players. He knows what spring ball is about, but with the newness of the position. And I think he's done enough things that give him confidence, and certainly enough things that, okay, that's what sets me, and okay, that's where it's going. But I think he can give this team something, certainly.
Along those same lines, Alec made that transition last year, a kid from the area here. How have you seen him improve this year now that he's concentrating after making that switch on the one fullback position?
Yeah, I think it helps him. You know, there's so much time you get to spend in training camp. That's all Alex had, and really we went through training camp before he moved over to offense, so a chance to, he played enough to know what it is. Most of his were at tailback, so he's learning different parts in the bowl game. We were able to practice with him at fullback, but you know, every guy in this team has an opportunity to learn and to get better. You know, Vince has probably played the most snaps, you know, him, Soldier, and you take that down to the guy that's his first spring, and we got a ton of opportunities to get better, and we need to make sure that we're taking advantage of those opportunities.
Is there a specific area of Bart's game or Alex's game that you can point to as a part they really need to improve on, maybe more than other areas?
Not more than other. I think you just gotta. They're all so important, you know, and so I don't think that each day you can take something from the day before and, you know, focus on it. You don't want to eat any kid coming out on the field and these are the 10 things I got to improve upon. But it's not as simple as, you know, if he improves this, then he'll be that. I think it's just the complete quarterback play.
Do you think a trip like this helps eliminate some of the nerves for when you guys come back in September, or does it really not replicate the same feeling when the lights go on and it's prime time?
I think what you're trying to accomplish, I don't know. You know, what you're trying to, it's so different. You know, we're not playing a game today, but, you know, this is a historic place. And so I want our guys to be able to see it. And you know what, we don't have a chance when we come back up to see the Hall of Fame. You know, we don't have a chance to, you know, pull the phones out and take pictures around here. So I want them to enjoy it. I don't think you're trying to mimic game day, right? But you know, we got an opportunity. It's pretty cool. You know, Mark Murphy talked about, you know, last college game was St. Norbert's and Fordham. You know, it was like 83, he said. And so, you know, it's not common to play here. And so, you know, we're fortunate, right? We get to play against a great opponent. The game will be the game, and the emotions and the focus and all that. But there's a way for us to get better as a team, grow, have a chance to come get a good practice in, and be able to see parts that they really won't see coming up here in September.
How comfortable do you feel with your tight end depth right now?
I think, you know, it's certainly good to have Steph. You know, he didn't get a full spring. Boom. I mean, I think a lot of places you like to have more depth, but you know, I like the way the guys are working and feel okay with it.
Is Peniston coming along pretty well?
I thought so. Yeah. You know, it's early, right? I mean, didn't, you know, last year didn't play a lot of football, so I think this is an important spring for him. He was able to be here last spring, so he's got an idea of what spring ball is. But absolutely, heck, I think it's important for everyone. All right, thank you.
Thanks,
Coach.
Coach.